welcome back to the channel. What I've got today is just a comparison video in an attempt to expand the content a little bit on my channel. A friend of mine asked that I look after his guitar for him, his SG Special, which is the black guitar on the left. And I already own this this red one. So I thought, since I've got the two together, I'd do a little comparison. You know, what they sound like, etc. Now, there isn't a lot of difference between the two except the obvious colour difference. As you can see, pretty much everything else is exactly the same. Even down to the pot control knobs there. Now, the difference in years are my guitar on the right, the red one is a 2011 and the black one is a 2013. They're both SG Specials, so I imagine the pickups are exactly the same. So you'd think that there probably wouldn't be a massive amount of difference in the way they sound, because I doubt the colour has much to do with the tone, but we're going to find out in a minute whether that is indeed the case or not. But yeah, I mean, the pick guard is the same, as you can see, same bridge. They're probably Goto bridges they've got on them, I expect. They're both in fairly worn condition. Well, my friend is the singer in our band. He uses this one live. What I quite like about this is it's started to age quite nicely at the top there. Look, the nitrocellulose is starting to peel away. That's all natural. And on mine, mine's much more sort of worn in. There's a big crack in that there. And if I just flip them around, you can see on the back. My friend's one is not quite so worn on the back. He's got the same tuners there, Gibson Deluxe. Although actually they're different, look. They are different. I think they're essentially the same though. Mine are Clusen, so I don't know if... That's interesting. I hadn't noticed that before. I don't know if my ones, because I bought my guitar secondhand, I don't know if these are actually aftermarket. They could be. Would they have come with Clusens? I'm not sure. But even if they didn't, I don't know if that would be considered much of an upgrade, seeing as they're basically exactly the same, right? Or whether that was a decision by Gibson, as in this black guitar is the 2013. I don't know if you can see the serial number there. Just about. Anyway, it's a 2013. This one's 2011. So I don't know if they just stopped using Clusens. But that's an interesting variation there. Anyway, you go down. This because it's the black, it's got the finish on the back of the neck there, which I'm not so keen on. So straight away, feel wise, I would mark the black one down a little bit, just because I don't like this. I mean, it wears off, it wears in. If you could even take some sandpaper to that, which I did on this one. We'll get to that in a minute. But you could take some sandpaper to that, and you know, you'd get that sort of feeling, not quite so shiny and sticky. And then on this one, it's an all natural finish there. The clear cellulose has been worn away. There's some on the back as well. It's one of the reasons I got this. I prefer sort of worn in beaten guitars. So as I said straight away, I think I prefer the feel of this one. Okay. Right, now for a bit of a sound test and feel test. Alright, welcome back. Here we are with a little bit of a sound comparison. first up is my 2011 SG. Just while I was like plugging them in and tuning them, I just did a little test of the weight, and I'd say that this 2011 non-painted version weighs a little bit less, as you'd expect. I suppose the paint does add a little bit of weight. There's not much in it, but this is definitely a very light guitar. I don't know exactly what it weighs, but it's a nice weight. Anyway, let's just do a quick sound comparison. I've got a little bit of reverb. On there, otherwise it's clean. So that's the bridge. Sorry, this is the bridge. The first one was the neck. This is the bridge. That sounds nice. Now we'll try it with a little bit of overdrive. So it's got a nice chunky sound to it. That was on the bridge pickup. Let's do some chordy stuff on the neck. Chuck on a little bit of chorus. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty nice range of sounds you can get out of them. Plays real nice. The neck is quite thick, as you would expect on an SG, and I don't have a problem with that. It's quite nice. You can kind of dig in. Overall, nice guitar, nice sounding guitar. The pickups are good. Now let's compare it to the 2013 and see what the obvious differences are. I'm not expecting. I haven't prepared this in advance, if you hadn't guessed. So I don't know what the difference is going to be in the sound, if any. So let's see. Alright, so let's go for the neck pickup first. Okay. Middle. Yeah. Okay. They do sound different. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Let's go back to the neck. They do sound different. We've gone out of tune there. I think that's the notorious, notorious G string. Oh, no pun intended. So, yeah, that's not a problem that only this guitar has. All Gibsons suffer the same problem there. Although this one, the D string's gone out. There you go, okay. No, still not happy. B's gone as well. Okay, so I'm not sure if we can attribute the tuning instability to anything. Neither of these guitars have been played in a little while, so. Yeah, okay, so I don't know if we could say that there's a massive difference in sound. This one, I don't know. Let me just plug the other one back in quickly and just see if it's just my imagination. But it seemed like there was a slight variation in sound, but I doubt it's anything monumental. Okay. Yeah, this one sounds a little bit flatter to me. Not quite as bright. Now, that could simply just be the fact that the pickups are not set at the same height on both of them. Let me just have a quick look. They're fairly similar, actually. Yeah, pretty much the same. But yeah, this 2013 one, it sounds a lot brighter to me. Whether that comes through on the video or not, I don't know. But feel-wise, they're apart from the fact this one's got a lacquered neck, the necks are they identical? Yeah, pretty much identical. Yeah, minimal difference in sound, but the 2013 I think sounds brighter. If I had to choose between them purely on sound, I think I'd go with this one. I think it sounds a little bit better. And as I say, it must be the pickups, but I don't think they're like massively different. But maybe in the 2 years between the two models, they did something slightly different. But feel-wise, certainly I prefer my 2011, just because the bare wood I just find more pleasant on the back of my hand. So, yeah. There we go. So there's a little quick comparison. I don't want this video to go on forever. Hope that's kind of interesting or useful to anyone out there who's into SGs, or even if you're not into SGs, you're considering buying one. Maybe this will help. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll leave it there. Comment below if you've got anything to say about SGs, if you own one of these SG specials from a different year than 2011 or 2013. Maybe just tell us if there's any differences prior or after with the older or newer models. Yeah, cool. Okay, till next time.